But there was something special that happened. There is a video that has been put out that is a montage of The View lying about your appearance and Chelsea Clinton coming after you. This had to make you laugh and smile a little bit, see Chelsea Clinton try to rewrite history, and you got to bust her out.
Well, look, as we talked about earlier on the pod, going on The View was amazing fun. They're not used to anyone challenging them. They're not used to anyone presenting anything other than the hard left partisan propaganda, and they kind of lost their mind. And they couldn't let it go. So even though we got into it a week ago, the last few days they had Chelsea Clinton on, and they asked her about what I had said, and in particular that Hillary Clinton had gone on their show and had said that President Trump's election was illegitimate. And they, well, watch what Chelsea said.
Take a look at this. It's hysterical.
Senator Ted Cruz, who was here on the show, when we pressed him on the MAGA Republicans' election denial, he did whip out some sort of prop, and he argued that your mother did the same thing.
I do think that he knows that he's an illegitimate president.
What's your reaction
That's funny, Sonny,
to that?
because I'm pretty sure that I remembered that next day I was standing behind her when she conceded.
Yes.
He's an illegitimate president.
And that she said while she had campaigned very hard against President Trump, she hoped that he would be a president for all Americans.
Illegitimate president.
You know, I think that Senator Cruz just might have a slightly different memory of that.
I do think that he knows that he's an illegitimate president.
They sat here and said it was illegitimate, and you guys were fine with it.
I do think that he knows that he's an illegitimate president. And because of that...
The chairman of the January 6th committee objected to a prior presidential election. Representative Raskin, the lead prosecutor for the impeachment, objected to a prior presidential election. And the absolute hypocrisy, anytime a Republican is in front of a TV camera, try to say the election was fair and square and legitimate. You know who y'all don't do that to? You don't do it to Hillary Clinton, who stood up and said Trump stole the election.
It's a fact. There's the video. I hope everyone will share this video, put it out on social media, share the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Please share this moment because it's just a great example of where we are, not only with the media, but also with the Democratic Party. They know they can go on these shows, say whatever they want to say, and they will always give them cover, even if the lie was told on the same show.
Well, and look, it is interesting. Chelsea was lying on behalf of her mother, and the media hosts were trying to help her. So what I said was Hillary Clinton came on The View and said Donald Trump's election was illegitimate. And, in fact, the hosts agreed with it. Now, mind you, when I said it last week, Whoopi Goldberg immediately chimes in, it was. So they still think Trump's election was illegitimate. They don't back away from it at all. They're happy to embrace their double standard. And what Chelsea answers a non sequitur where she says, well, I was behind my mom when she gave a speech. Okay, I didn't say she gave a speech or didn't. I said she went on The View and said the election was illegitimate, that he was an illegitimate president. And it is a deliberate strategy of partisan Democrats to say things that are just flat out false. Why? Because the fawning propagandists of the media will amplify it. There is an objective answer. Did Hillary Clinton say on The View to rapturous applause and happiness from the left-wing hosts that Donald Trump was an illegitimate president? There is an answer. The answer is yes. And no amount of spin